Okay, let's dive right in. For many of you, the name Dean Cain, it immediately brings Superman to mind, right?
Absolutely. From the 90s show, Lois and Clark. Iconic.
Exactly. So what if we told you that the actor who played that classic immigrant hero, well, he's now joining U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement?
ICE.
Yeah, it's a pretty surprising turn. Definitely grabs some headlines.
So today we're doing a deep dive into this news about Dean Cain. We want to look at, why he says he's doing it.
And place it in the bigger picture of what's happening with U.S. immigration enforcement right now.
Our mission is basically to give you a full understanding, look at what it means, why it's such a big deal, without getting lost in the weeds.
Right. And our main source for this is a CNN article from August 7th, 2025. It covers Cain's announcement, but also digs into ICE's own data.
Okay, so let's explore what that article laid out.
Well, the headline news first.
Right, Dean Cain, former Superman, says he's joining ICE.
Yep. The CNN piece points to his Fox News interview that was Wednesday, August 6th. And apparently this decision came, right after he shared an ICE recruitment video online?
That's what he said. Shared it one day, decided to join the next. And he mentioned he's already got some background.
Oh, yeah.
He said he's a sworn deputy sheriff and a reserve police officer.
Oh, okay.
And his plan is to be sworn in as an ICE agent ASAP. So he's serious about it.
Wow. Okay. So he's not just, endorsing them. He's actually joining the ranks.
Exactly. Leveraging that existing law enforcement connection.
So what about his reasons? His motivations? He framed it as doing the right thing, didn't he? A kind of patriotic duty.
He did. That's a key part of how he presented it. He literally said this country was built on patriots stepping up, whether it was popular or not, and doing the right thing. And he added, I truly believe this is the right thing. He also called the U.S. immigration system broken.
Okay, so a broken system needing patriots. That's the frame.
Pretty much. And he laid the responsibility for fixing it on Congress.
Yeah.
But he didn't stop there. He also directly linked his decision to supporting President Trump's immigration policies.
Ah, okay. How so?
He said, President Trump ran on this. He is delivering on this. This is what people voted for. It's what I voted for. And he's going to see it through, and I'll do my part and help make sure it happens. So it's very much tied into that political agenda for him.
So clear motivations from his side, but the CNN article brings up this interesting contrast, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The Superman angle.
Yeah. The character he's famous for playing, Superman. I mean, he was an immigrant himself, right?
Yeah.
From another planet, but still.
Exactly. An immigrant who came here and became the symbol of American values. So seeing the actor now take what the article calls a more hardline view on foreign arrivals.
It's a striking juxtaposition, isn't it?
It really is. It adds this whole other layer. It sort of makes you think about, the stories we tell versus real-world actions and policies.
And speaking of policies, this isn't happening in a vacuum. Cain's announcement comes at a time when immigration enforcement is...
Well, it's ramping up significantly, right?
That's a crucial point from the CNN piece. It mentions a significant acceleration in immigration enforcement under the Trump administration.
Apprehending hundreds daily, it said.
Yes, across the country.
Right.
So Cain stepping up fits into that broader trend.
Okay, now this is where that CNN analysis gets really interesting based on the article. It talks about a stark split in ICE arrests.
Right. A split based on geography, specifically political geography. Red states versus blue states.
Okay, tell us about that. What does this stark split actually look like according to their data? Well, it suggests pretty different priorities or maybe strategies depending on the state's political leaning.
So in states that voted for Trump, red states.
There, the data shows ICE agents are most likely to arrest immigrants directly from prisons and jails.
Okay, so focusing on individuals already in the criminal justice system.
Seems that way. And overall, ICE is making just plain more arrests in red states than blue states. That includes community arrests, but especially those from prisons and jails.
Right. So a focus on the incarcerated population there. What about the blue states, the Democratic-leaning ones?
It's a different pattern. The article states that in those states, ICE is frequently arresting immigrants from worksites, streets, and mass roundups.
Worksite raids, street arrests. Okay.
And here's a key detail from the CNN analysis. Most of those arrested don't have a criminal record.
Wow. So big difference there. Arrests in the community, often without criminal records, versus arrests from jails in red states.
Exactly. And as you'd expect, those kinds of operations in blue states, the worksite and street roundups, they've sparked protests and intense backlash, particularly in cities like Los Angeles.
Makes sense. So you have Cain's personal story, his motivations.
Yeah, the doing the right thing narrative tied to a specific political view.
And then you have this data showing that the right thing, or at least the enforcement, looks very different depending on where you are in the country.
Precisely. It highlights how complex this whole issue is. Immigration enforcement isn't just one single thing. It's implemented differently with different focuses and likely different impacts region by region.
Especially regarding whether those arrested have prior criminal records. That seems like a really significant finding from the data.
It definitely adds a layer of nuance that often gets lost when people just talk about ICE generally. The reality on the ground appears quite varied.
So we've kind of unpacked how one celebrity's career move shines a light on this really contentious area of U.S. policy.
Yeah, you see Dean Cain's personal beliefs aligning with certain policies.
And at the same time, you see this ICE data revealing a much more complicated, geographically varied picture of enforcement.
Which really brings up a big question for you, the listener, to think about.
Right. In a system that even supporters like Cain call broken, what does doing the right thing actually mean?
And how do these different ideas about the right thing play out in actual policy and in people's lives?
It's definitely a complex picture. Understanding these different facets, Cain's perspective, the data, the contrasts,
Yeah.
it's key to really grasping what's going on.